Hi everyone. In the last video, we have discussed a problem on cash budget preparation. So, in this video, I am going to explain another problem on cash budget. A company expects to have rupees 25,000 on 1st May 2011 and requires you to prepare an estimate of cash position during the 3 months May, June and July 2011. The information is supplied months from March to July. See here, the information is given in terms of sales, purchases, wages, office expenses, factory expenses, selling expenses. See here, out of these 6 elements, only sales are the receipts or the sources of income. The remaining other elements are expenditure, that is purchases, expenditure, that is payments, wages, expenditure, office expenses, factory expenses and selling expenses also. These are the different types of expenses. And here coming to the additional information, first point, 20% sales are in cash, remaining amount is collected in the following month of sales. See here, in every month 20% sales are cash sales. That means remaining 80% sales are credit sales. That amount is collected in the following month of sales. So 20% will be collected in the same month and the remaining 80% called as debtors, that is collection from debtors, it will be collected in the next month of the sales. Second point, suppliers supply goods at 2 months credit. Here on purchases, here the credit is provided by the suppliers is 2 months, that is credit period allowed by creditors or suppliers is 2 months. For example, if the purchases takes place in the month of March, now in this given problem March purchases are 30,000. So here this amount will be payable after 2 months, that is 2 months after means leave the March, April, May. So it should be here 30,000 purchases amount related to March will be payable in the month of May. So here there is a 2 months credit period. Okay, so we purchased in the month of March, so you leave March month, April and May. So here the second month, that is May, in May, here the amount will be payable to creditors. Third point, wages and other expenses are paid in the month following the one in which they are incurred. So wages and other expenses, here the other expenses are office expenses, factory expenses and selling expenses are paid in the month following the one in which they are incurred. So అవి ఇంకర్ అయిన మంత్ కాకుండా దాని ఫాలోయింగ్ మంత్లో మనం పే చేస్తున్నాం. అంటే మార్చ్లో ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ అయితే ఏప్రిల్లో పే చేస్తాం, ఏప్రిల్లో ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ అయితే మేలో పే చేస్తాం, మేలో ఎక్స్పెండిచర్ అయితే జూన్లో పే చేస్తాం. సో దట్ ఈస్ 1 month. There is a delay in payment of wages and other expenses is 1 month. And fourth point, the company pays dividend to shareholders and bonus to workers of rupees 10,000 and 15,000 respectively in the month of May. So here the company pays dividend to their shareholders and bonus to their workers of rupees 10,000 and 15,000 respectively in the month of May. మేలో డివిడెండ్ అండ్ బోనస్ పే చేస్తుందంట. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ ఫిఫ్త్ పాయింట్, plant has been ordered and is expected to be received in June. It will cost rupees 80,000 to be paid in June. సో ప్లాంట్ మనం ఆర్డర్ చేసినామంట, అది ఎప్పుడు రావచ్చు అంటే జూన్లో రావచ్చు అంటున్నారు. అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ కాస్ట్, వాట్ ఈస్ ద కాస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద ప్లాంట్ అంటే 80,000. అమౌంట్ షుడ్ బి పేడ్ ఇన్ ద మంత్ ఆఫ్ జూన్. అండ్ ద లాస్ట్ పాయింట్, ఇన్కమ్ ట్యాక్స్ rupees 25,000 is payable in July. So income tax 25,000 is payable in July. So 25,000 income tax మనం జూన్లో పే చేయాల్సి ఉందని చెప్తున్నాడు. సో హియర్ దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ప్రాబ్లం అండ్ వీ నీడ్ టు prepare estimation or we need to prepare cash position for the 3 months period May, June and July. I repeat, cash position for the 3 months period May, June and July 2011. Okay, now we'll go for the solution. Yes, this is what about the pro forma of preparation of cash budget. So it starts with opening balance of cash, and for the opening balance of cash we have to add all the receipts and we have to deduct all the payments, then we will get closing balance of cash. See here, the closing balance of cash for a month will become opening balance of cash for the next month. Okay, so before going into the discussion of this preparation of cash budget, so first of all we need to calculate the working notes. Okay, now let us calculate working notes. Right, see, calculation of sales, cash sales and collection from debtors. So here there are 20% cash sales and remaining 80% are credit sales. See here, these are the sales given monthly wise, that is March 50,000, April 56,000, May 60,000, June 80,000 and July 90,000. So these are the monthly wise sales given as in the problem. So we'll calculate what are the cash sales in that particular month and what is the amount of collection from debtors. Now see, first of all March, rupees 50,000. See here, the total sales in the March rupees 50,000, out of 20% are the cash sales. So calculate 20% on 50,000, then we will get 10,000. That means the cash sales are 10,000 and remaining 40,000 are credit sales. So here the credit sales amount should be collected from debtors in the next month of the sales, that is April, 40,000. Okay, so 50,000 total sales for the March. Out of 50,000, 20% sales are cash sales and remaining 80% sales are credit sales, that is collection from debtors. So we have calculated 20% on 50,000, that is 10,000 March collected in the month of March, and remaining 40,000 collection from debtors collected in the next month of the sales, that is April, 40,000. See, similar calculation will be made for the month of April. Here 56,000, calculate 20% on 56,000, then we will get 11,200, that is cash sales for the month of April, 11,200, and the remaining 44,800 are the credit sales will be collected in the month of May. So 11,200 plus 44,800, that is equals to 56,000. Same for the month of May, 60,000 are the total sales. 20% cash sales means 12,000 will be collected in the month of May in the form of cash sales, and remaining 80%, that is 48,000 will be collected in the month of June as a collection from debtors. And coming to June, 80,000 are the total sales. 20% cash sales, that is 16,000, and remaining 64,000 will be collected in the month of July. And next, coming to July, here the July sales are 90,000 and 20% means 18,000 are the cash sales for the month of July, and the remaining 72,000 will be collected in the month of August. But here, according to our problem, we need to prepare the cash budget for the 3 months period, that is May, June and July. So no need to take the information other than these 3 months. So that is why the reason here the August column was not added. So July 90,000 are the total sales, 20% are the cash sales, that is 18,000. So this is what about the calculation of sales. Okay, so next coming to purchases working notes. Here see purchases March, April, May, June and July. So here in the month of March the purchases are 30,000, April 32,000, May 35,000, June 40,000 and July 40,000. So here the credit period allowed by creditors or the suppliers is 2 months. So that is goods purchased in the month of March 30,000. Here the actual payment will be takes in the month of, see here, little bit we can say that some editing, that is mistake was takes place here. See, look at the adjustment. First of all, suppliers goods at 2 months credit. See here, 2 months credit. Right, see March amount. Look at the March amount. So 2 months credit means here not April. Here March 30,000 will takes place May. Here May. This is in the month of May. Okay, so March 30,000 will be take the the actual payment will be takes in the month of May because of 2 months credit period. So in the May we have to take 30,000. So April 32,000 should be payable in the month of June. So this is June. And here May amount 35,000 should be payable in the month of July. So here in the month of July we will pay, payment will be made 35,000, July 35,000. And here, and June 40,000 will be payable in the month of August. So here July 40,000 will be paid in the month of September, that is August and September. So here 30,000 will be paid to the creditors in the month of May, 32,000 will be payable to the creditors in the month of June, and 35,000 payable to the creditors in the month of July. So 30, 32, 35,000. May, June, July. So May, June, July. Here actually wrong entry was made. So that is why the reason here I wrote May, June and July. Okay, are you clear? March 30,000 rupees. March purchases 30,000 should be payable to the creditors in the month of May. April 32,000 purchases will be payable in the month of June. May 35,000 rupees purchases will be payable in the month of July. Okay, right now next wages and other expenses. So wages and other expenses are, there is a delay in payment of wages and other expenses is 1 month. So that is why the reason here the wages amount, the factory expenses, office expenses and selling expenses, all these expenses which are related to March will be takes place in the month of April. So April expenses will be paid in the month of May. May expenses will be paid in the month of June. June expenses will be paid in the month of July. July expenses will be paid in the month of August. So there is a 1 month delay. So here May, June, July means we have to take April, May, June amounts for the expenses. So here coming to the budget preparation. See here, opening balance of cash which was given in the problem, that is 35,000. Sorry, 25,000. See here, 25,000 opening balance, that is at the beginning of the May, and we have to add receipts. So here from the working notes take cash sales for the month of May 12,000, June 16,000, July 18,000. So cash sales for the month of May, June and July. See here, May 12,000, June 16,000 and July 18,000. May 12,000, June 16,000 and July 18,000. And collection from debtors take from May, June, July 44,800, 48,000 and 64,000. Now here the total is 81,800, that is 25,000 plus 12,000 plus 44,800, that is 81,800. Now less payments. Payment to creditors 30,000, 32,000, 35,000. So here working notes, look at the working notes purchases, and next wages and other expenses. So there is a 1 month delay. So here 6,500, 7,000, 9,000, 4,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,500, 6,000, 7,500. See here, and the selling expenses 3,000, 3,500, 4,500. See, dividend to shareholders and bonus to workers 10,000, 15,000 payable in the month of May annadu. So 10,000 we have taken dividend to shareholders and 15,000 we have taken bonus to workers. And purchase of plant has been ordered and to be received in the month of June, and payment also will be paid in the month of June annadu, 80,000. And next income tax is payable in the month of July, 25,000. We have taken all the elements or all the additional information. So here the total of receipts for the month of May 81,800, deduct all the payments, then here the closing balance is 7,800. Here the closing balance of May will become opening balance of June, that is 7,880. And here add all the sales as well as collection from debtors, then the total amount available 71,800 minus all the payments, that is creditors, wages, office expenses, factory expenses, selling expenses and purchase of plant. Then here 71,800, and here these are the different expenses which are more than the 71,800. So that is why there is in here there is a negative balance, that is 60,700. So here 60,700 is minus balance, that is unfavorable balance, or that is deficit. That is why the reason it was shown under the bracket. So it will become opening balance of July. So that is 60,700 minus. So we have to add all the cash sales and collection from debtors. Then here 21,300 is there. And again we have to make all the deduction, payments deduction. Then here it will become 63,700. 63,700. So here if you observe the cash budget here in the month of May, it is surplus, that is it is showing favorable balance. And coming to June and July, so here there is a huge negative balance it is showing. So that means for the month of June and July, here the firm is facing a problem of shortage of cash balance. So here that is the deficit balance it is showing. So here the firm should go for immediate working capital loan or short term loan to meet their expenditure in these 2 months, that is June and July. So here this is the second problem related to cash budget. So here very simple, the cash budget preparation is very simple, but here we need to understand, we need to read the problem thoroughly. After understanding the problem properly, then we can do the problem in a very simple manner. So here the question is, doing problem is different and understanding the problem is different. So first, if you understand the problem, then it is very simple to answer the question. So here, coming to the conclusion, see here, the cash conclusion, the cash position in the month of May is surplus and in the month of June and July is deficit. To meet the expenses in these 2 months, the firm should go for short-term loan or working capital loan. So here, I repeat once again, here what is the main purpose of preparation of cash budget means here, to forecast what is the cash position in the organization for a particular period of time. So why we should go for forecasting the cash position means here, by forecasting the cash position, we can easily identify whether there is a surplus or deficit. If there is a surplus, no need to worry about that. But if there is a deficit of cash balance, then immediately the firm should overcome from that particular problem to meet their expenses in the organization. So that is why the reason, the main intention of the cash budget is to forecast or to estimate the position of cash balances for a particular period of time. So this is what about the preparation of cash budget. So in the next video, we will discuss inventory management. Thank you.